We make our decisions based on a limited subset of all the information potentially available. There are always things that we think are not relevant to the decision at the time. But sometimes, in hindsight, we may find that information we discarded as irrelevant was indeed relevant. Controllers are no different from other people, but due to their dynamic work environment, they have very little time to make decisions. It's important to consider all the potential information available to you when you're working traffic. However, controllers can't possibly consider all of these factors every time they make a decision. They must rely on techniques, rules of thumb, and procedures that have worked in the past to help them to make the best decision within time constraints. They monitor the result of the decision made, revise their plan, and if necessary, issue additional control instructions. Decision-making in an ever-changing ATC environment is about making a decision that works and monitoring the situation. Your decision-making ability is also affected by factors such as fatigue, workload, and other stimuli competing for mental capacity. This demonstration shows just how good our brains are at dealing with incomplete information. Even though parts of the text are missing, we feel that we've comprehended the full meaning. However, the fact that the brain fills in missing information doesn't mean it always gets it right. In order to help relieve some of the processing our brains must do to make decisions, we try to simplify the problem using rules of thumb, previous experience, and other tools. Ultimately, this leads to risks in decision-making, described as biases. Some of the most common decision-making biases are automation bias, association bias, expectation bias, and confirmation bias. Automation bias is our inclination to quickly favor and trust automated decision-making systems and to ignore contradictory information, even if it's correct. This has been seen in incidents where it didn't occur to the controller that the system might display incorrect information. Association bias occurs when linking facts together inappropriately or incorrectly. It's an important bias to consider in training, since this is where incorrect information can be learned. We always want to link new information to what we already know. Expectation bias is hearing what you want to hear. It involves a failure at the processing stage, by which incompatible information is ignored and replaced with expectations. Typically, there is no recollection of the replacement. Confirmation bias is only taking into account information that agrees with your current objectives. Controllers are expert decision makers. They rarely make fundamentally unsound decisions. They may make occasional small mistakes, but they're good at correcting them quickly. These mistakes are usually misjudgments. We make the best decisions we can with the information we have.